Good morning, Craig Howard here. Happy to be with you again. I ran across a verse this morning that's in Proverbs 13:16. It says, "In everything, the prudent or the wise person acts with knowledge, but the fool flaunts his folly." What made me think of that verse and what made me look it up this morning was I received a contact last night from a young man who just keeps making bad choices. He just keeps acting impulsively, acting on a whim, not thinking things through, just doing things based on how he feels in the moment instead of taking a long term view of things. And he keeps getting himself in trouble. I've got to leave and go to pick him up in another town that he ran off to with a girl, and now he spent last night on the street. At this moment, he is homeless, and it's all because he just doesn't think. He doesn't consider. He doesn't really think things through. He's not a bad guy. He's not an evil problem person necessarily, but he keeps getting himself into problems because he doesn't stop and consider what are going to be the long-term effects of this. Is this the right decision? Is this the right thing to do? Is this what God would have me to do? Is this the wise thing to do? Is this the direction that people are counseling me to go, that godly people are counseling me to go? Is this the door that God has opened for me, or is this against the will of God? He ran off to this other community, this other town, on a principle that goes against the principles of the Word of God. And I'm not going to go into any more detail than that because I don't want anybody to really know who I'm talking about. But the point I'm making is we've got to stop and think about why we're doing what we're doing. And is this what God would really want me to do? Is this honoring to God? Is this helpful to the kingdom? Does this further my witness for Christ? Am I glorifying God in what I'm doing? Or are my motives selfish? Are my motives, this is what I want right now in the moment? All too often, it's too easy to follow the second thing rather than the first. It's easier to say, this is what I want. This is what's going to please me. This is what's going to give me pleasure, instead of this is what's going to make my witness stronger. This is going to further my relationship with Christ. So consider what you're going to do today. Consider the things that you're going to say. Consider the people that you're going to talk to. I received some very petty criticism from our National Youth Conference. Two of the couples that were there, two of the young teenagers that went with me, were holding hands, and somebody wrote me and thought that was very inappropriate at a youth conference. And because they were considering whether or not their church should leave the old denomination and join Covenant Brethren, the new denomination, they just wondered about the wisdom of the leadership that would allow kids to do that. And I thought, you've got a denomination that no longer believes the Bible is the Word of God, that it's our complete authority. And you've got a denomination that is promoting lifestyles that are against the Word of God. And you've got a denomination that believes there's multiple ways to heaven. And you're worried about some teenagers holding hands. And I wanted to write him and be very harsh. But I thought about it, and I thought, that's not the right thing to do. He's concerned about this, and I'm not going to rock the boat. I'm not going to raise a ruckus over it. Give it some thought. give some thought to what you're going to do and the implications of what you do, and ask, am I glorifying God in what I do? Because that ultimately is what we're supposed to be about. You have a great day today. I will, Lord willing, talk to you tomorrow. Otherwise, God bless you today. Mom and Dad, if you're watching, I love you. See you later.